Hey guys, what's up? It's Eric with Advanced Level Automotive. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another quick video. Today, I want to introduce you guys to a couple of scan tools that are super affordable, low cost, but very capable DIY scan tools. Now, before we continue with the video, I do want to mention that no, this video is not sponsored. However, the company did send these for me to test them out. Now, this one here, I've actually had one for over a year now, and I've used it countless numbers of times. It's way easier for me to bust this little thing out than having to bust out my big expensive scan tool when all I want to do is pull up some codes or look at some live data. I also want to take the opportunity in this video to announce the next giveaway. Over here to the left, we have the YA101, and over here to the right, we have the YA201. Now in this video, I'm going to explain the differences. So both of these are going to work for all vehicles made from 1996 all the way to present day. However, you're only going to be able to get the global OBD2 information from these scan tools. Now, if you guys want more information and capabilities, you're gonna have to get a much more expensive scan tool that's gonna have the capability of the OEM software. These scan tools are not gonna have that. But what they do have is not only the ability to read codes from the engine computer, but also read live data, which includes data from the oxygen sensors, fuel trims, engine coolant, spark timing, and NOx sensors. You can also get statuses on IM readiness. In the event that you're trying to get a vehicle to pass maybe your federal state inspection, you need something like this to connect to the vehicle to see whether or not it's ready for the test. Now, when I say these things are super affordable, I'm talking these are in the $20 price range. Now, the YA201 is a little bit more expensive than the YA101, not by much, but really because this one includes a graphing feature, which means not only can you look at the data PIDs, but you can actually graph them. Now, with these scan tools being so affordable, I honestly don't see a reason why anyone who owns a vehicle shouldn't own one of these two. If your car has a check engine light on and you need something that you can plug in to pull a trouble code, these are probably the best bang for your buck. Not only are these useful for car owners, but they're also useful in shops too, because a lot of times when a customer checks in a vehicle, the service writer wants to check the codes before he writes up a ticket. This is a really inexpensive way to do it. I personally use this one all of the time. Anytime somebody calls me up and they're like, hey, my check engine light came on. Do you mind if I swing by? Maybe you can plug in your machine and tell me what it is. This is something that I can walk out to the car, plug it in, pull a code real quick, have an idea of what's going on, and then schedule the customer for a repair. Pretty much anyone who owns or drives a car or works on a car should at least have a basic tool like one of these. So let me take you guys over to my car and show you how these work. So let me take you over to my 2018 Ford Explorer. It is drizzling outside, so I'm gonna have to do this kind of quickly. Let me hop in, and the first thing we're gonna do is locate the OBD2 connector, which is down here. I don't know if you guys can see it right over here. Now let me go ahead and plug in the scan tool. Make sure the orientation is correct. We'll plug it in. As you guys can see, as soon as you plug it in, this thing powers up by itself. So let me hop in the truck and close the door because, like I said, it's drizzling out today. Let me go ahead and start this thing up. Okay, so looking at the scan tool, we're using the YA101. Again, a very basic OBD2 scan tool. So we're gonna start by clicking on the diagnostic menu. I'm gonna hit OK. You can see it's communicating with the vehicle ECM. Then it gives us a brief overview. First of all, it tells us that the MIL status is off. MIL stands for the malfunction indicator lamp, which is the check engine light. Then you can see here we have a DTC count of 0, which is our trouble code count. Then you can see here that our monitors that are complete are 8, and then the incomplete monitors are 0. So if we go back, we can actually go into the read code menu. We can erase codes. We can look at live data. We can look at freeze frame. We can look at some vehicle information. Then of course we can check the IM readiness. Again, the IM readiness, if you guys are interested in passing the state inspection, this is what you're looking for. So if you look at here, you can see since the DTC is cleared, we can hit OK. We can look at all of the monitors that are complete. They say OK. And then the monitors that don't really matter are going to show up as NA or non-applicable. And so you can go down the menu here and look at what still needs to be completed. In my case, there's nothing wrong with this vehicle, so I don't have any issues with this. I'm just showing you guys what's available inside the scan tool. So let me go ahead and back out, and then we can look at live data. I'm gonna click OK, and you can see here the amount of live data that we can pull up with this little scan tool. First of all, you can see that our fuel system is in closed loop, CL. It gives us a load percentage, tells us the ECT, the engine coolant temperature. And so if we scroll down, you can see we also have the short-term fuel trim, long-term fuel trim. We have a map pressure sensor. We've got the RPM, vehicle speed, spark advanced. Just keep scrolling down. Let's see what else they have. Intake air temperature sensor. We have the throttle position. We also have some O2 sensor data pits here. We even got the fuel rail pressure. You can see right here, we're at 329 PSI on the fuel rail, which by the way, that's normal for this one. This is an EcoBoost turbocharged with a GDI motor. And so that's what we're expecting to see. FLI, which I believe is the fuel level, which is at 57%. Let me take a look at my fuel gauge. Yeah, that sounds about right, 57%. So we'll scroll down. You can see that we have some more data PIDs. We got a barrel reading here, 14.6 PSI. If we scroll down, we have some more O2 sensor information here. We even have the CAT temperature for the catalytic converter, 866 degrees Fahrenheit. Then if we scroll down, we have V-power, which is our system voltage. You can see our system voltage is at 14.16 volts. So if we keep scrolling down here, we got some more stuff. Load ABS. There's our percentage here. If we scroll down, you can see that we have some more EVAP data PIDs. So that's really cool. A lot of useful information. Now, if we back out of the menu, again, we can look at some freeze frame data. We can read some codes. I'm going to click on OK. We'll look at stored codes. And of course, there are no codes stored in this module because I just bought this truck. There better not be any trouble codes. Let me back out of the menu here, and we'll go to the main menu. And if we scroll down, you can see we actually have a DTC lookup, which is a little library where we can look up the meaning of trouble codes. So we're going to go in here and we can just input whatever trouble code. Let's try a PO301, which is a cylinder number 1 misfire. So we'll click on OK and see if it gives us some information here. Yeah, code definition, cylinder number 1 misfire detected, possible causes. So it gives us a list of possible causes. That's pretty cool. A little bit of information that we can pull up in there if we ever need to look it up. And if we scroll down, you can see we have a voltage test, which I believe just basically shows us the battery voltage, lets us know whether or not our alternator is charging. And you can see right now we're at 14.4 volts and our status is good. So that's pretty much the YA101 in a nutshell. Let me switch you guys over to the YA201 and show you some extra features that it has. All right, guys, so here we have the YA201. I've got it plugged in and powered up, which, by the way, I don't know if I mentioned this, but these tools don't have an internal battery. They're actually powered up by the OBD2 connector whenever you plug it in. So this tool doesn't require any charging, neither the YA101 or the 201. They just power up right away whenever you plug them in. So unless you have an issue with blown fuse that feeds your OBD2 connector, these things should power right up whenever you plug them in. Anyway, taking a look at the menu, you can see that this screen looks a lot bigger. It looks nicer, but it's essentially a lot of the same things that the YA101 has. You can see we have a DTC lookup. We got the battery voltage like we did on the other one. And if we go into the diagnostic menu, you can see that once it's done communicating, it gives us basically the same information that the other one did. So if we go back, we can do a lot of the same things, again, that the other one does. We can read codes, we can erase codes, we can look at live data, we can look at freeze frame, we can look at vehicle info, IM readiness. But this does give us a few other functions. It gives us the mode 6, which is really interesting. If you guys are familiar with mode 6, you can go in there and actually look up some more information that, you know, you really can't see on the other one. So we got some misfire information here too. This may be a little bit more for the advanced technician, but it's nice to know that you have this on your little scan tool in case you ever need it. Then if we scroll down here, we have O2 sensor test, then we have some component test, which, you know, for what it is, it's kind of limited on this little device, which in this case, it's not even supported. So, you know, don't really expect a lot of component tests from a tool like this, but there's a lot of functionality here for the price. Now, if we go into live data, you can see that we have pretty much a lot of the same things that we had on the other one. If I scroll down, we have pretty much all of the same data PIDs that we did before. Only this time, we do have the ability to graph it. If we scroll back here, you can see that we have a graph display. So we can go over here, click on this, hit OK, and we can select a data PID from this menu here. Let's go ahead and click on, I don't know, let's say RPM. We'll click on that, hit OK, scroll down. Maybe we'll click on fuel rail pressure, then we'll back out. And you can see here we have a nice little graph that shows us our RPM. And so if you look at the top here, you can see that we're at around 836 RPM. And so if I rev this thing up, you can see that our graph here is moving with our tachometer over here. And so you can see that we got up to 3,398 RPM, which is on the max end. Then it gives us a minimum here. And so that's pretty cool. Now, you can't really combine the graphs, but what you're seeing here is that this is 1 out of 2. Again, we also selected the fuel rail pressure sensor, so we can move over to the next one and look at the fuel rail pressure. Again, it's going to show you the max and the minimum. And if I rev this thing up, you can see our pressure went up and then it came back down. So this is a pretty neat function to have, and it's really cool that it comes in a package that's so affordable. Now, if you come back over here, you can also see that we have the ability to record and playback, which I'm not going to get into, but if you guys ever need that function, it's in there. All right, guys, so there you have it. The main differences between the YA101 and the YA201. Hopefully this video helps you determine which one is right for you. Now, if you made it to the end of this video, you've made it to the giveaway. Like I said, I'm gonna be giving away a YA101 and a YA201. All you have to do to enter the giveaway is comment down below, #giveaway. Check the description down below for the rules pertaining to the giveaway. Also, make sure you check the description down below because I am going to be going live to announce the winner of both of these scan tools. We're gonna be choosing 2 winners. So one winner for the YA101 and another winner for the YA201. Check the description down below because I'm going to post the day that I'm going to be going live, the date and the time. So make sure that you don't miss it because you could be one of the winners. Now, if you guys are looking to purchase one of these 2 scan tools, I will leave the link in the description down below to the Amazon listings for each of these scan tools. And what's really awesome is that right now they have a really big coupon going on. So all you have to do is click on the link in the description that's going to take you to the Amazon listing, and then on the Amazon listing page, scroll down to where you see the coupon and check the box. That's all you have to do to get your discount. Anyways, guys, at this point, I'm gonna end out the video. Good luck to you all. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks.